The Education Minister back in the classroom. Jan Tinetti's a former principal back at school to announce some big changes. Teachers knew the so-called common practice model was coming, but they didn't know it would be compulsory. Announcing the move at Johnsonville School in Wellington today, Jan Tinetti chose her words carefully.
We're going to make all of the learning be, what's the way that I would put this? Very similar across the country.
Jan Tinetti says a mandatory model will ensure the same principles underpin teachers' work no matter where they are in the country. But it's slated to go much further than that. It will lay out teaching methods and phase-by-phase guidance for teaching reading, writing and maths. The acting president of the Post-Primary Teachers Association, Chris Abercrombie, says that's not how New Zealand schools work.
This is really unusual in the New Zealand context. There's no other aspect of our curriculum where this is dealt with in this way. So it is really unusual. We know this happens in overseas jurisdictions, but it's very unusual to be told how to teach something. You know, what to teach, that's always there in the curriculum, but the how to do it is really unusual.
He says a compulsory system will make it harder for teachers to innovate for students who need something different. Felicity Fahey, a teacher who's been helping develop the model, says compulsion is needed.
Well, I think there's pros and cons for it, and it's a necessary thing at the moment. So we want to make sure that the teachers understand the importance of this common practice model. It's not a pick and mix of do what you want. This is the best way, the evidence is showing that we need to teach our children.
The president of the Educational Institute, Mark Potter, says the union supports the model, but he warns it won't work if it's too detailed and prescriptive.
What will determine how teachers respond to this is how much it infringes on their professional autonomy. So teachers are always up for and love to see ideas and ways of teaching. They're always looking for that. But what they're not keen on, and it does not work, is being told what to do, when to do it, how to do it in their school, their classroom.
Mark Potter says he's not sure the model needs to be mandatory, but there does need to be more consistency between schools. Principals Federation President Leanne Ortini says telling teachers how to teach is unusual, but teachers will be on board because they've helped create the common practice model.
Yes, this is different but what I will say is that we've been working very closely with the Ministry of Education. That is different, and we need to continue to do this. Let me be clear, this is not national standards. We would never support anything whereby every child was to reach a certain level by a certain age.
The common practice model will be unveiled sometime in Term 4, and schools will be able to use it from next year. The government says teacher appraisals and Education Review Office audits will check that teachers and schools are using it.